Jesus Christ. This is coming to us from the New York Times. And I want to give a shout out to the Dialectic because during my vacation, we had a conversation around this individual right here, Mara Gray. Now, if you're unfamiliar with this young lady, she went on, was it MSNBC, and co-signed a very, very, let's say, less than the zenith of intellectual tweets that went along the lines of $500 million that Bloomberg spent could go to 350 300 and the 500 million that Bloomberg spent could go to 350 million Americans, like, and everyone would get $1 million plus some, and uh, just that's not really the way math works, and she was called out for it, and her and Brian Williams. But my people have been through worse than a Twitter mob. My Jesus, can we please get lineage checks out here? Can we please? When you're a black woman in America with a public voice, a trivial math error can lead to a deluge of hate. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh, but is that her? Is that her with the very chocolatey back? Okay. I mean, yo, you fine. Hold on. Can we up that? Yeah, can we up that? Okay, yeah. I mean, she fine as hell. But what have I been saying on this channel for the past like 2 weeks? I feel like that's been a reoccurring theme. Like when they are hot. Actually, I'm actually going to go and look for Instagram because this is a very chocolatey black back that we got right there. Chocolatey black back. I'm black, I can say. Last Thursday night, I appeared on TV on Friday morning. I woke up to a text message from a friend. People on Twitter are pathetic, she wrote. How are you? On MSNBC's The 11th Hour with Brian Williams the night before, we mentioned a tweet written by someone else about the enormous amount of money Michael Bloomberg had spent on his failed presidential run, about $500 million. Here's what I said. Somebody tweeted recently that actually, with the money he spent, he could have given every American $1 million. Basically co-signing it. Like, Miss Gay. Gay or Gray? Miss Gay. um by even bringing it up and not, you co-signed it. The math, as a few people have pointed out, was wrong. Overnight, I had become an online sensation, and not in a good way. The video had gone viral, first shared by the right wing, and then by seemingly everyone else too. Yeah, I would have covered it too, because you was fine, but I was out of the box, so it is what it is. Some people seem surprised I couldn't fact check or arithmetic on live TV. Let me assure you that my high school math teachers were not among those people. Given my history with math, I thought the flub was pretty funny too. I tried to laugh it off. Buying a calculator, I wrote on Twitter Friday. Be right back. There, you know what? That was a great initial. You know what? Yeah, play into it. That's cool. And in normal time, that would have been the end of it. But the country has lost its mind. So instead, it was only the beginning. Across social media, right-wing trolls celebrated, and some journalists did too. Most of them were men. Who are prolific on Twitter, going out and doing actual reporting. That's harder. The next time they make a mistake, I hope people are nicer to them than they were to me. How did this end up on TV? One of them helpfully wrote sharing the video. And good question, because really, really on its face, a million people, $1 million per, like on its face, it's not like something's weird about that math. Unfortunately, quite a few Americans can tell you what it's like to be the target of a Twitter mob over a gaffe. My great sin was trivial, harmless, silly. What's it like when people are trying to cancel you for a math mistake? Weird and maddening and painful. Oh my goodness. So okay, so painful. So like people running up on you in the streets, taking swings, like people throwing rocks at you from across the street. Ah, shame, shame. Hitting you with lettuce and tomatoes and whatnot, what have you. Of course, in my case, it wasn't really about math. Oh, really? As anyone who read through my mentions on Twitter or saw my inbox would know, you're a great example of why we need to end affirmative action, said someone named Jim B. wrote in an email this weekend. Get a job scrubbing floors. It's the only thing you're good for. Sorry. On Twitter, it was about the same. Keep thinking that you're important. You're a nobody. You fill a seat only because you're black. That's the only reason, because it was based on education or merit. You would be working at Walmart. Sometimes the truth hurts. You're a lowlife. Why are you sitting there? But why are you eating it then? Like, I mean, shoot, this is like, yo, delete and move on. Because guess what? That's the thing. A lot of people, and that's why I kind of laugh, because I know it's jacked up, but at the same time, you kind of have to laugh because you're not, it's not like, oh yeah, they're coming and hanging you from a tree or, burning down your house or actually physically assaulting you. Like, they venting, man, for the most part. Hey, let them have that. I do that in the comments often. Is that what you're using your black girl magic I heard about? You so silly, can't believe you have a job there. LOL. One email read simply, have a banana. Oh, they did the banana. Go talk to the dude that played in the NHL or that was playing over in Canada where they were literally throwing bananas at him. I'm telling you, it's just, I get it. I get where this can suck. I really do. But at the same time, like, yo, that was stupid. These are just a few examples of many. I'm a black woman who writes for the New York Times and appears on national TV. And if you're black in America, no matter who you are, what you've accomplished, or how hard you've worked, there will always be people to remind you you are black. You's just a nigga. How was that read? Was that Sidney Poitier like? A colleague at the Times, an African American woman, wrote to me on Friday afternoon. They resent that you exist. It didn't help that I write for a newspaper where my colleagues are audaciously working to hold a rogue president accountable every day. We are living in a world where there is no grace for the smallest, most inconsequential mistake. In an instant, I became a target of those who are furious with the media for being too liberal or not liberal enough, a totem for the grievances of millions of people who seem to be hurting. No doubt some people piled on because they just wanted the likes and brushed aside the inconvenient fact that I was a human being. Several days into the experience, which is hell, I ran into an acquaintance on the street who informed me that the video clip had been shared on Last Week Tonight with John Oliver. I began to wonder how others in the same position had managed to carry on. I tried to imagine what it must have been like for Monica Jesus! Word, Monica Lewinsky? Oh man, this article is gold. I even had sympathy for the woman who was fired back in 2013 after tweeting a horrible joke about how she was on her way to Africa and hoped she didn't get AIDS. When something like this happens, it's true that you know who your friends are. Friends and colleagues went hand-to-hand combat defending me. No, they didn't go into hand-to-hand combat defending you on Twitter. See, that's the thing. They like to pretend as if all these words mean the same thing. They don't. No hand-to-hand combat on Twitter. It's just like, yo, just get off your damn app. Delete the app then, damn it. My goodness. Others sent flowers. I heard from old friends and new ones, elected officials and former teachers, sources and fellow journalists, readers and ex-boyfriends. On Saturday, I received a gift from some high school friends because, yeah, you had quite a bit of notoriety and like, yo, hey, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. People gonna gravitate towards you. This is a we're sorry you're getting dragged on Twitter plant, the note read. We love you tons and are always here. Okay, so what is it? Why are you even writing this? People sat there and a lot of people had your back regardless. So what's the problem? I write a lot about the underdog, which tends to make some people feel threatened or simply uncomfortable. This is literally the first thing I've ever read from this woman. When I appeared on that TV program last week, I had been working for many days interviewing black voters in the South who were determined to defeat Donald Trump, whom they see as the nightmare emboldened embodiment of the old hatreds many of them fought to overcome. Jesus Christ. Oh my goodness. And this is in the Times. This is in the Times. Many of those Americans had survived far worse under racial terror of Jim Crow than anything I could imagine. I thought about the black man I met at the march across the Edmund Pettus Bridge in Selma, Alabama, who had been beaten bloody by the police there half a century ago. I thought about the older black woman who approached me in a Selma coffee shop to tell me she was proud of me. Oh, yeah, she was proud of you for getting math. I thought about my or maybe proud of you for okay, I'm sorry. Proud of you for becoming the at Times editor. Okay. I'm sorry. That was on me. I thought about my father who grew up enduring the daily indignities of segregated South Carolina and Detroit. I am here because of them, and there is nothing the haters can do about it. Yeah. Yo, you fine, but you crazy as shit, lady. There's no haters or anything else like that. You got it wrong. You got it super wrong. And once again, you're hot. So, yeah, you going to get that. It's definitely going to be a bit extra shine on it. Why? Because you are attractive. So it is what it is, yo. Oh, my goodness. Nah, darling. Nah, Mara Gray. Mara Gay. You did this to yourself. All right? So, with that being said, we're going to bring this one to an end. All the internet stuff, you know, like in the end of the day, she's just a nigga. I'm sorry. I always hear it a certain way. I'm 38, guys. I've listened to this so many times. I've listened to these stories so many times. It's the same thing. It's damn cliche. Oh, man. The internet stuff. If you like to toss it a like, dislike, go ahead and do that too. Nobody's scared of you. Sub if you enjoy my fantastic voice and you want to get videos like this every single day. Share because sharing is caring. And YouTube and BitChute and like aren't the biggest fans of your boy over here for very obvious reasons. Bang the bell for notifications to speak. Let me know. What do you guys think in the comments? This is embarrassing. It really is. Jesus. But I mean, you may be of the impression that what took place and everybody laughing at her gaffe has everything to do with racism. By all means, see, this is why you can't be taken seriously. Sorry. Jesus Christ. Oh my goodness. Anyways, if you disagree, that's what my comment section's for. Until the next one.